So I did a little bit of research on this game, and as I researched this game, I realized that there's just a silly place that I can hide, like right up there. Oh, I had to get the Vic Viper to dance a little bit, I guess. I was bored. If you sit up here for pretty much the entire stage, you can sit up here. There is a moment later on where I'm going to have to duck down, and another moment where I'm going to hide almost in plain sight, but almost invisibly. So that first part where I said that I'm going to have to dip down, here's where that happens. Basically, I'm dipping down so I can get through this mountain here, and that's all that is for 5,000 points. The next place that I'm going to have to dip down comes up in a moment. It's cued by the red walker across the ceiling right there. So duck down and actually choose a spot in the middle of the screen where those two waivers won't hit me. Now here I would normally get an extra life, but for some reason it doesn't show up. So what we're going to do here is we're going to actually hide in plain sight. Look at that, right there. Yep. Not a single one of those boulders is going to hit me where I'm at. Yeah, that last boulder would have hit me if the screen didn't scroll. The special thing about these bosses at the end here, that this is really just a sub-boss, and it's here to give you a way to warp to another stage. We're gonna go straight into stage 2. We're gonna go straight into stage 2 if you can destroy it within 5 seconds. If you don't destroy it, it actually will just destroy itself, and we'll see that in a moment. So stage 2, as you'll see, I pretty much took the same spot. Things aren't shooting at me yet. Being right where I am prevents most of these things from shooting at me. This is chosen on purpose. If I had been backed just a little bit, even one ship length, would be enough for them to target me and actually hit me. We're gonna go straight into stage 2. This is the only time that you're gonna see me shooting, and I'm shooting to go through the mountains. So you notice I come off the right wall a little bit, and this is just to give myself a little bit of leeway, just in case I don't shoot in time. That's fine because the hitbox on the Vic Viper is actually right around the cockpit. You'll see me later on, I'll be inside the actual sub-boss. So here I'm nearing the end of this. The cue for the end is those guys. This is an interesting little mid thing that happens here. This is kind of like the volcanoes, except that a certain number, I think it's 8, can be on the screen at one time. So you can manipulate them. Also, they don't target you until they have fully formed. So you can actually manipulate where they're going by moving, then standing still, and then moving. And as you can see, this is the same kind of sub-boss, and this will blow up again. Now, stage 3, I take a different tact. I can't just sit in the corner, because this time they will shoot me up in that corner. We're just gonna slightly dodge these bullets. Now, when the other ships come, that's when we're dodging. And now this is just to get the bullets to not go too far, and then finally we circle around. This is the Easter Island head guys, the Moa. Basically, they have a detection for shooting, and they'll shoot at you if you're in that detection grid. The Eastern Island heads fire either 4 or 5. You have to kind of be careful, because sometimes it's 5 and sometimes it's 4, and sometimes they have a gap between shooting, like that guy right there. This is the hardest part. Flying through that was the hardest part. Now, this sub-boss, you notice I dove all the way to the bottom right. That's the only place where you're absolutely safe. If you went to the top right, that last one would have gotten you. Now, as I said before, this is kind of a hitbox thing. Okay, let me go all the way up in here. And like I said, see the hitbox for the Vic Viper and the hitbox for this, well, whatever this sub-boss is. They're actually not touching. They're pretty much as close as they'll get, but they're not touching. And this guy's gonna blow up the same way that the previous 2 did. So pretty much that's the end of 3 stages without firing, or, well, I should say without destroying a single ship. It's an impressive feat in of itself, and I do make an attempt at stage 4, but you'll see as the stage goes on that I do some impressive dodging a little bit, but otherwise, I don't get very far into stage 4. But maybe in the future I'll sit down with it and figure it out and make it another 30-day challenge. 30-day challenge to beat just stage 4 without firing. Until next time.
It is done. Hopefully they will carry the cause forward for me.
Fine. Now, go.
are
Did
you?
you really think that you could escape
Wait,
me?
no, no, no.